It's been more than 40 days since Kenya confirmed her first case of COVID-19. Naturally, we've all been looking at how different countries are handling this crisis. Let's take New Zealand, for instance. The island, with a population of close to 5 million, has just over 1,100 cases of COVID-19, with a remarkable 1,000 plus recovery cases and 11 deaths. Now, they've not been perfect in their response. In fact, no country in the world has. But there are some lessons to be drawn from how the leadership has communicated to its people through this crisis. 39-year-old Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern has been hailed for her empathetic communication so far. TheAtlantic.com has described it as, quote, clear, consistent, and somehow simultaneously sobering and soothing, end quote. Her predecessor, former Prime Minister Helen Clark, said, and I quote, people feel that Ardern doesn't preach at them, rather she's standing with them, end quote. Now, she is said to have struck the balance between empathy, formal and informal communication, with some decisive action that is based on scientific evidence. You see, communication about what you are doing in a crisis is just as important as what you are actually doing. It builds trust, and trust builds cooperation and enables the citizens to abide by any directives offered to them. The reverse is disaster. So how does a leader show empathy in a crisis? Well, for one, actively listen. People are scared and they need you to listen to their fears and acknowledge them too, with phrases like, you're right to feel the way you do. And beyond empathy, one must demonstrate authority by building trust and showing competence through your delivery, being truthful with the public. Now, while I understand that Kenya is not New Zealand and we should not always import strategies wholesale, it would be nice, refreshing even in Kenya, to hear different, to not be told off, lectured, shamed, scolded, told not to worry about the exam calendar and to listen to only the anointed voice, and that we should carry on with e-learning. It would be nice not to be threatened with quarantine for breaching the law. It would be nice to hear a government empathize with its citizens abroad when they're in trouble, rather than blame them for the situation they find themselves in. And I'm sure I'm not alone in never wanting to hear the term "at your own cost" from my government when it comes to measures that they are putting in place for me. In fact, has anyone in government or parliament asked you how you are faring? Do they know your fears, your concerns? Has that informed any of their interventions? It would be nice not to hear quarantine being brandished as a threat or a form of punishment. Okay, I know what you're going to say. This is not about feelings, but it's about knowing that your government is walking this journey with you. It's about trust, companionship, carrying the people with you. We've been told that we will win this fight together. I wish there would be more effort in making it feel that way. And that is my take tonight.